Hey guys, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. Today we'll be making a Starry Night style cake with ombre buttercream. For this project you will need a 6-inch bottom tier cake and a 4-inch top tier. My cakes have already been stacked and crumb coated. Here I'm applying that final layer of frosting in the chosen buttercream colors. So I've gone with like a navy blue and purple mixed together. I've gone super dark at the bottom and medium dark at the top. And I just applied it with my spatula, meeting the two in the middle. If you like, you can take a frosting scraper and just kind of smooth it out a little bit before you go on with your hot spatula. I recommend running it under some hot water first. That way, as you swipe across, it creates really smooth swipes without any little bubbles. Once you reach the top, you can drag that lip of frosting towards the middle, and then straight away you want to go on with your little stars. I've chosen silver druggies here, just tiny little silver sprinkles, and I've made sure that there's more at the top and less at the bottom. Pop it into the fridge to set and then work on your top tier. This is now a medium navy purple at the base and then a light purple at the top. Meet them in the middle the same way you did with the last cake. Smooth it out slightly if you like, and then take a hot spatula and swipe diagonally starting from the base. Work your way up the cake. After each row, I do clean off my spatula and reheat it before I go on for the next row. Except for this one, where you can see the blended colors. If you don't want them to blend, do wash your spatula after each row. Drag the lip of frosting to the middle, and while your frosting is still nice and wet, go on with a whole bunch of sprinkles. I like to throw it at the cake very aggressively, and that way they stick because they're being pressed on there really hard with the pressure of your throwing. Once you're happy with the coverage, I've added some larger silver druggies. Pop your top tier into the freezer for a good 15 to 20 minutes, and that way it's got time to harden. Plant 3 bubble tea straws or 3 wooden dowels into your cake. Press it all the way down to the cake board, give it a wriggle, and then pull it up. Where you see the frosting on the straw is where you want to cut. That's how you know it's sitting flush with the top of the cake. To stick the 2 tiers together, I like to use a little bit of buttercream. I've taken my cake out of the freezer and it's nice and solid. I can handle it with my hands without it messing the design. Make sure it's all centered. You can push it around if you need to, and then just press it down to make sure that it's nicely adhered. Blend in those sprinkles by adding just a few more where the 2 cakes meet. I also added a few of the larger druggies at the base as well. For the clouds, all you need is regular white buttercream and a piping bag. I cut off a little section at the end, about 1 centimeter up from the tip, and I'm creating these tiny little swirls and connecting them all. I worked between the 2 tiers at the very top and then another little mound of clouds right at the base of the cake. Try to be strategic with where you place these. If there was like a little scratch in your buttercream or you want to hide the seam between the 2 cakes, that's where you kind of aim for, and so you hide all those ugly pieces. Pop it into the fridge to set, and in the meantime you can work on your stars and your moon. This is white buttercream that I've used, This is white fondant that I'm using here, rolling it out to about 2 or so millimeters in thickness. Take a star plunger cutter and wriggle it around on the surface to make sure that when you pop it out, the edges are nice and sharp. Do the same for your moon. This is just a circle cutter. I've cut out a circle and then just a teeny tiny little third on the side there to create that moon shape, and then you can bring those tips closer together to make more of a crescent looking moon. For the paint, I'm using edible silver luster dust and vodka. You can use rosewater spirit instead. I highly recommend using rosewater spirit if you can. For some reason, it just makes much nicer paint. And if you can't use alcohol at all, I do recommend using either lemon juice or white vinegar instead. Give your little fondant decorations a good half an hour to dry, and then add them gently into your frosting. If you're enjoying these tutorials, feel free to subscribe. We do upload a new cake decorating video every week. Pop your stars into the clouds, and that's it. Your Starry Night style cake is complete. This one is really good for beginners, and it looks great as just a single tier with a whole bunch of flowers on top as well. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you do recreate this, I would love to see your creation. Hashtag Rosie's Dessert Spot so I can check it out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next one.